Welcome back, watch fans. Today we are covering the start of the watch auction season. We got the Sotheby's Hong Kong sale coming up, and we may have special guest Bruce Lee joining us. Very possibly, sometime the next, I don't know, could be very shortly. He could be joining. Who knows? Who knows when he'll join us? And also, we're going to be talking about the results at Philips, the Philips watch auction. Let's start off with should we start off with the Philips or the Hong Kong? Um, I'll start off with Philips. I mean, I'll wait for Bruce to hop on. There we go. We got this actually. Sam is actually the Duke. You're the Duke. You're the Duke Davidson. Welcome to the program, and yeah, let's start with the Sotheby's things. The Sotheby's auction is kind of it's a little bit, it's not that exciting. There's actually a couple of interesting things happening. I'll point them out. There's probably only like 5 or 6 lots in here that are worth mentioning. Interestingly, we got the leopard, which our good friend Bruce Lee has this exact watch, the leopard right here. This seems like a very low. I don't know. This estimate seems a little bit low. This is just to get the suckers in there. Um, Pretty wild watch. Okay, so let's take a look at the real deal here. What is going on here? So they're starting off with a couple of kind of higher end unique items. Louis Monet. It's this independent is starting to get a little bit of traction, and we got this kind of a funky tourbillon. Um, yeah, very interesting design here we got. And what are they doing? So again, this is roughly what 45 to 80 grand, roughly US is the estimate. Let's take a look. You got the Patek. I'm going to go scroll through here just to kind of get to the stuff which I think is kind of more interesting. This is a lot of this stuff is um, whatever. Actually, speaking of interesting, let's pull up this JLC. This is pretty rare. We got this. Was it? I think. Wait, this. I think this is just. No, this is just a single. Yeah, just a basic reversal with display back. Okay. Oh, it's in platinum. That's why it's got this gray. Okay. All right. It's got a little bit of that FP Journe vibe. It has that FP Journe steampunk vibe. Okay, let's go through here. What's the interesting? What is interesting in this sale? Mm, you know, interestingly for me, I think for Ulysse Nardin, these clocks that they're doing, this is probably their most kind of like interesting work, right? These clocks. I think they're doing this actually with. I don't think they're making. I think this is being made with what the hell is it? This has to be outsourced. I don't think they're doing this in house. This is Lepe. Lepe is probably making this. I don't know who's making this. Okay, look at this. We got the donations. We got the contributions rolling in. Hopefully we're gonna have Bruce Lee joining us. All right. Yeah, these clocks I think are actually the best work that Ulysse Nardin is doing, except nobody's buying them. Except this guy here is what is it, 30,000? Very cool. I've seen one of these in person. They have them at Bucharest. I mean, you can get these. There's no problem getting them. Nobody really understands them. Uh, okay, let's see. Let's see. Is there anything that's going to be really that's going to pop out? I'm just going to go right to the stuff which I think has. Okay, here we go. The ellipse. Now this has got to be one of the ugliest ellipse models out there. Yeah, this is a. Oh, hang on. Oh shit, I see what's going on. Okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay, hang on a second. I had the wrong screen. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back to what I was talking about. Sorry about that. We didn't have the screen on. Okay, so let me just catch up. Okay, so we got we got a Rolex Leopard. This is the watch we were talking about 2 minutes ago when the screen was not on. Again, they got a very low estimate. Again, just to get in some bids here. And I think maybe Bruce Lee is going to be joining us in the next couple of minutes. Maybe he'll be wearing his Leopard. Oh, there we go. Shit. Speak of the devil.
Hello?
Speaking of the devil, Bruce.
How's going? How's going?
Oh, phenomenal. Nice to have you back on.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yeah, yeah. What? No, I was worried you were like a special guest of, of China. They they had you detained or something. All right. So how's everything good? How's life? Everything's good?
yes. A little bit busy. I was a little bit busy. I'm still busy now. Yeah. So I was thinking about slow down a little bit, but yeah, got a few things.
The last time, I think, when was the last time we had you on? Was that like October? Might have been
Uh,
October, right?
I think not that far off. I think somewhere like January. I think.
No, no, no,
No.
no, no. It was definitely no. It was like October, November.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like early
Time
November,
flies.
maybe, maybe.
It's almost like what 4 months. Wow.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, listen, you're a busy man. What can I tell you? so, what's? By the way, I was just pulling up the Sotheby's auction, right? We're covering the Sotheby's and Phillips sale, and is this your? Are you selling your watch? Is that yours?
No, 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 no. There are like a few I think similar to mine, but I'm not selling mine.
You still have it. You're still wearing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still have it. I just hate the leopard strap, so I change it to normal brown strap.
Oh, okay, okay. Why
Yeah,
don't you wear the leopard strap?
I think it's just too obnoxious. A little bit too much for me. Yeah, yeah. You want attention, but
Wow.
you don't want that attention. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the watch, the dial, and everything else. I mean, it's like I actually think the strap goes. I think actually it gives it the whole vibe. I think you have to have it. It really. When
Mm.
was Rolex doing those straps, which were like rubber but with diamonds embedded in them? It was like I think they called it the octopus. It was rubber with like some diamonds. You remember that, like the 2005 or so? They were doing this.
I
I
think
think
it's leather with diamond, right? Not rubber with diamond. But again, it's a little bit they go too far on that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I actually, yeah, I've seen them at auction. I mean, they're kind of interesting. It's I think at some point people are going to be into that stuff. It again. This is how many of these do you think Rolex made of the leopard?
Leopard. I think this is the second. I think this is the second jewelry setting Daytona they had. They were experimenting this in the early 2000s. So I would suspect they didn't do too much because they were still trialing it.
Hmm.
So you want to control in case this doesn't sell. I think this wasn't selling well anyway, and people just start to hate this right from the beginning. So I think they
Yeah.
will say, okay, maybe it's failed experiment, maybe we slow down a little bit. So I don't think there's a lot of leopard circulating on the marketplace.
If you had to guess, how many do you think? What's the number? Do you think?
Phew, I think they start from 2003 and ended 2007 or 8. So give another, let's say give about 5 years maximum production. They probably will do 100 to 200 each year maximum. I think at
Okay.
best you're looking at about 1,000 on the market, because again, with Rolex, they do have a very high standard of picking, in this case, sapphire and diamonds. The reason
Mm,
that they couldn't get the rainbow Daytona out is because they cannot find the appropriate clarity and size of all this, rainbow bezel. So
yeah.
it would be also a little bit difficult for them to source, all the identical, sapphire to make the whole set. So I would say even the maximum guess is would be, let's say, 200 per year. I would highly doubt they will do anything more than 100. I would
O-
say comfortably, I would say between 50 to an extreme maximum of 200 per year for
Okay.
4 to 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now this one is from the year 2000. This looks like a very low. This looks like a very low estimate. No, like this is like what? Basically 40,000 US starting. 40 to
Uh,
1,000.
Yeah, 40, 45, roughly 45. I think the market price for this is about 90. So give another double, then you're looking at the market price.
Yeah. But this is kind
Yeah.
of a very low, but the estimate is very low, isn't it? I mean, it's like almost like it's like a ridiculously low. Is this just to get, suckers in there?
Uh,
No?
Again, this is maybe for acquired taste. It's not like the popular model, right? Paul
Yeah.
Newman, that type of thing. So the people naturally want this type of thing, probably already have it. So you're even looking at an even smaller audience, especially that
Yeah.
watch now are not as popular before. So it's really that if you love it, you probably already have it. If you don't love it, you probably will never buy it. And then we have a very limited new people coming in. Then you're probably looking at this type of watch get a little bit stagnated on price.
Okay. But you think it's going to sell what for maybe what, 70,000 or so? Plus 70 plus US.
Uh, I would say some, because again, right? So you're looking at this auction. Not you're not only looking at the let's say the punters buying this. You're also looking at all the watch dealers and watch traders. If this
Hmm.
is listed at 350,000 Hong Kong dollar, it will be an extremely good price to buy, and then you can flip it.
Yeah.
So this is basically the game theory, right? So I would say this one go up to about 50 to 60, roughly. You looking at 50 to 60, 500 to 600,000 Hong Kong dollar, and this will be below the market price, but not that far below.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and yeah, so you will not sell at current price for sure,
No,
but
no.
you could get uncomfortable at a price that are you gonna buy it, make a very tiny margin, maybe you will stuck with it for a couple of years, or they will be maybe it's really for this type of watch you just need two people
Yeah.
use a little bit on their mind and say, oh just and then you're looking at this well above the market price, but it's
Yeah.
really really situational. We don't know until the auction starts.
How often do the leopards come up for auction? Like, is it like maybe one, like every year, one or two, or what's the numbers? Like, I haven't really paid attention.
It wouldn't matter a lot because you still see leopards circulating on the market, right?
Hmm.
So you wouldn't wait until the auction to buy it. The auction I think is really for the low bowlings, or
Okay,
if it's significantly below the market price, so that I can buy this and then flip on the market, on the market with maybe 10% off, make a quick buck.
got it, got it.
Yeah.
What have you looked? Have you looked at the sale? Have you seen it in person?
No, but I got the email, I think, last week from Sotheby. I very briefly browsed through the collection. It wasn't much, so I pretty much
Yeah,
ignored this one.
it's not. They have a couple of pieces. Like, we're gonna go through this one pretty quick. There's not like that much like really interesting stuff. Um, by the way, what do you think of this Louis Monet? Do you have one of these?
I was actually looking at Louis Monet just a couple of days ago, and I was looking on their what is it called? Should I forgotten the model number? But they have this. Louis Monet, I think they were doing a lot of specialized, especially mirror dial, right? So they're not only doing the normal mirror dial, they also do like a Mars mirror. Lunar
from
meteorite. They
Mars?
also have a, eh?
A meteorite from Mars?
Yeah. But it's very cheap. You're looking at Chrono. They are only selling for 10,000 US dollar.
Hmm.
Very cheap. But the meteorite is only like it's tiny, right? It's like 1 centimeter in diameter, right? It's extremely small.
Okay.
It's not like the
Uh,
whole Dell is meteorite. It's just a tiny bit of Mars rock,
oh,
I
I see
think.
what you do. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Oh, I just read the description. Okay. So that's the gimmick. So it has a fossilized
Fossil. Yeah.
dinosaur bone. It's got dinosaur. Where's the dinosaur? This is the dinosaur bone. This must be it, right? This
I
this.
I I don't know because a dinosaur stone normally you're looking at a just fossilized whitish color. I think they
Yeah.
dyed this style to be a brownish color. It looks like a brain, right? It's not really
Yeah.
pleasing for
Yeah.
the eyes.
Yeah. It's not.
Um,
Yeah. The
yeah,
the case is the case is pretty cool. I mean, the design of the case is kind of a. I mean, it's an interesting design.
it's very symmetrical. You're looking at the barrel on the top. You're looking at tourbillon cage at the bottom, and then with a very symmetrical screw. So everything is symmetrical except the logo. If I designing this, I wouldn't put the logo on the
Oh,
left hand side and leave nothing on the right.
shit! I just
Uh,
noticed that. I just noticed that, and it bothers me now. The Monet thing is
yeah,
stand. Yeah,
it does.
it's
It does.
it's it's just. But I love the diamonds though. That's pretty cool. The baguettes. Okay, so I was before you hopped on. I was talking about my favorite watch, but they have like one of the ugliest examples here, which is the Patek Ellipse. Have you been following the Ellipse market?
Mm, no, no. I love the hand carving dial for ellipse because that's where you can see the real handcraft being done, right? With all the
The
yeah,
handcraft. Oh, okay. Yeah, but
yes.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. But what's the point of that? Because all you're getting is the case. The dial is like some different. It's just a piece of artwork. It doesn't have the. I thought with Ellipse, it's all about you want to see that blue dial. That's the whole thing, or
Mm.
whatever. No, you don't care about that. You just want the shape.
The first thing you mentioned ellipse, the hand carved out just first, that's the first thing come to my mind, right? So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So you're not a big fan. You're not a big fan of the Ellipse. Um,
I'm
but
not.
the price.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Go
the
ahead.
prices have been going crazy. They've like doubled in the last like 6 months.
I think this is the neo vintage narrative being played
The
on
narrative.
people's mind. Yeah, it's all about the narrative, all about the story, right? So
That's right.
it's
That's right. So,
it's all about the FOMO.
yeah. You know what? By the way, this has got to be. I think this is like the ugliest, one of the ugliest models that they have. Like you couldn't give this away maybe for like $4,000, and now what is it? It's basically eight. It's 9,000 US, eight and a half, 9,000
Mm.
US start. So it's going to be like a $10,000 watch, which is, and it's got the back winder, which is horrible. I really hate this stuff. You ever have a back winder watch with a
Let me
winder in the
think.
back?
I did
I'm
bought
sure you
a
have.
watch for my wife, the JJ the Coot, the 101. That one has the back winder.
And does she like using the back winder?
No.
No,
Every time I will wind the watch, I will set the watch and I will back her to wear it and she will wear it.
no, it's something about that. It's something about also the way it sits on the wrist. I don't like them. But the ellipse is yeah, no, I did a video on this. I was saying like it's kind of people they the Cartier crash, the Cartier shaped cases went crazy, and now people are saying, okay, where is the next kind of logical destination? And listen, Patek Philippe is listen, this is like the best name. Patek is the best name, and you got the shaped case. It's got everything, right? You got the shaped case, you got 70s design, and that's what's happening. I mean, it's But this thing is I'm going to be curious to see how this sells, because that's gonna. I mean, if this thing gets like a decent, because normally this thing wouldn't even sell. This would be like they wouldn't even bring it to auction. But if it does, that'll be very bullish for the ellipse market. Let's see. We got this. Well, listen, this is this a lady's watch? This over here.
I think this is a men's watch. This is the
Men's watch.
typical, 90s, 70s, the woven, what is called the woven bracelet. Back then,
Yeah.
men wear small watches.
Yeah, no, because they make this is okay, no, because they make with these, they also did like the same design, but just smaller for the women's. It was like 20 whatever. This is 33, so this is the men's 33 millimeter. That's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
basic.
I mean,
Um
in the 1970, 80, probably there wouldn't be a lot ladies watch anyway.
yeah.
Right? So that come out early 2000, they're starting
These
to
are
get more buyers into the market to get the ladies work.
Yeah, no, these have been very hot, these kind of these 70s integrated bracelets.
Okay, I
Let's
got a
see here.
question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this the geezer watch under your definition?
What?
The geezer watch, right? The
Oh, the geezer.
the
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's right. That's right. The
that's the
geezer.
geezer watch, right? Yeah.
The geezer watch. Right. That's what they call it. Yeah, the geezer watch. I think that estimate is very low. It's that's going to sell. That's going to do well. Now, I mean, not crazy, but it's going to do well. You know what they have? You know what I noticed in the sale? They got a couple of those Audemars Piguet Cobras, which is like, they went bananas. The price of going insane. And they got a couple of them here. I'm curious to see how those are going to do. Here we got another geezer. This is this is a pretty compelling estimate. No, this is like what? $5,000 $6,000 US for a
No,
date.
no, no. This will be nine grand roughly, right? So looking at about denominated by
Oh yeah, what is that? 12, right? 12.
yeah,
Oh
something
yeah,
like
9 six
yeah,
times. Yeah, so 9,000.
9,000. Yeah, 9,000. Yeah.
9 grand, still nine. Okay, the regular model, the one that's just on a strap is, I think they were
I
about
mean,
six.
the
It's
gold price now is just went
yeah,
ballistic. So
yeah. No, you
so
got the
you,
scrap value here.
you're looking at all the gold bracelet, gold case watch. You're not gonna look at this as just for the face value. You're looking at how
Yeah,
much you can melt the watch for gold, right?
yeah,
So if the gold price keep going up, the price gonna go up.
yeah. But this bracelet is actually kind of a cool bracelet. This is actually a nice design. Yeah,
Not
it's
bad.
funky,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
typically for Hong Kong weather, you want to have a bracelet rather than leather.
yeah. This is a cool watch. This is a cool watch. Let me know if anything here catches your eye as we're scrolling through here. As we're scrolling through. By the way, have you any new acquisitions? Anything new since we last spoke
Uh,
in November?
I bought some, just cheap, interesting watch, but
Okay.
it ended up having some issues, and I sent a few to repair. I haven't got it back. On the high-end side, just let me check what I got. I got, the new watch. I got the Capstan.
Who?
Uh, I got two, right? So I got the Grace Golden, and also I got a new Capstan. The what is it called? The Transfusee watch.
I never heard. Okay, hang on. Let me see. I heard of De Gruscona, the jewel. It's a jewelry company. Oh, what is this? Wow.
Yeah. See, this is the Transfusee system for 72
Okay.
hours power reserve on the left. And also it is a vertical tourbillon. So on the other side, you can see this is a vertical. Actually, you
Oh
have a
shit.
side window. You can see this inside of the tourbillon. And then the time is just two wheels. At the
Who makes
top,
this?
which is the Cabestin.
Cabestin?
Yeah, so Cabestin. Cabestan. Sorry, Cabestan.
Uh, oh, never heard of. Wow, I never heard of it.
So so basically, it's basically designed by Vianney Halter.
Okay,
He designed the watch, and I think he worked with another guy. So this is a minute. Oh, sorry, this is a second.
okay. Oh wow, I
Sorry,
see, I see. Oh,
this is a minute. Sorry, this is a minute, and this is the second.
okay.
Oh, hold on, sorry.
Wow.
This is a minute and hour, and then bottom is the second. Sorry, this is the second, and then you got the hour wheel, and then the minute wheel, and then you got two winders. So this winder is basically on the left is basically to control the power reserve, and then you
Okay.
got another on the right to set the time.
Wow. How deep is that watch? It looks like it looks like the all that stuff is like set deep inside. Like it's a how
You
thick is the, or I
see,
should say how thick.
it's not very thick. You can see this is
Okay.
the thickness because this is titanium, so it's actually quite light.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's
Wow.
weight about just over roughly 100 grams. So
Okay.
although it look a little bit bulky, oh, actually it's winding itself.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. There we
you
go.
can
There it's
see
moving. Okay.
you can see the
Yeah.
second
No,
side
that's
can
very
move.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one I got, which is very
It's
cool. I
really
think the price is
it's really it's a very like 3D type of feel. It's like it's a very multi-dimensional, this watch.
yes, yes. And
When was that
then
made?
the
What year is that?
I think 2010 roughly. So that's
Okay.
when everybody trying to do the wear and cool stuff, and people have money. The brand has
Mhm.
already bankrupted, and I think they also owe some money to the supplier and customer. So the
Okay.
story didn't end well. But the
Okay.
watch they make is pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is by definition. Can you zoom out a little bit on the camera, or
Yeah, I see it. I see it. It's very up close.
so?
It's very zoomed in.
Yeah,
It's like
because this both of these watch have the bracelet. I cannot really lay flat. So
okay.
this is the Griscono. So this is
Okay.
actually a very interesting watch. So this is the power reserve, right? You can see they have two very huge crown on the right hand side. So
Hmm.
basically, how it works is that you press this crown to wind the
Hmm.
watch. So you can see from behind. So this watch have two power reserves. One
Okay.
to if I wind the watch, you can see I press down here. You see, this is to wind
Yeah,
the
yeah.
watch. And you can see the barrel. You can see the barrel. Okay. So once I wind the watch, um, and then the top button is you can see there's a lines.
Oh, hang on, hang on. No, okay. There we
You
go.
can see
Okay.
this is a disc. It's a circle disc,
Yeah.
right? If I press this, it will jump,
Wait.
and then I
What?
press
Oh, wait.
again.
Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't notice. Wait. Oh, wait, wait. What happened? Wait. You pressed. Do it
I
again.
press the top. Press this top button.
Okay.
There will be a shutter, and the shutter will jump.
The shutter will jump. Okay, because I
Yeah,
can't see it it's too up close. I can't see the whole
yeah, it
dial.
is so up close. So basically,
Yeah.
you see this. There will be one shutter open. The shutter will
Okay.
jump based on this power reserve,
Oh,
and
I
it
see.
will show the date wheel, the power reserve, the second hand, and then there's a moon phase. So
Okay.
although, see, you jump back to the power reserve. So although this is a very clean dial, you see, just very clean, just whitish
Yeah.
dial, but it has four complications, and you will
Okay.
make the jump, right? You make the jump to see the each complication as you please. So I think this is a pretty cool function. This is
Yeah.
where you want to build a complication but appear to be a normal watch.
Okay. Now, who makes that? Because I mean, they're basically a jewelry company, right? So did they use who is like the watchmaker that designed this for them? Because this is like very exotic.
Uh, I I was reading something about their company, but I forgot the name of the designer. I think they hire like like Harry Winston. They hire external sort of a
Hmm.
designer
Yeah,
to build like a very exotic movement for them.
yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. No, it's interesting. It's interesting.
And let me
Uh,
show another one. I just realized that I bought another one. So uh, this is the Harmony Storm. You know the
okay.
resonance.
Oh, resonant. Oh, resonance.
Resonance. Yeah, resonance. You
Resin.
see this is
The
resonance.
one with the oil inside. No,
Yeah, just
you're
let
talking
me
about.
let me want this. Let me want
Yeah.
this.
Is it possible to see this to get the camera like more what's the word? Less up close, I guess is the word. Less what's uh zoom out? Zoom out, I think is the word.
I can't because I'm using this microscopic.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the watch you use for the erotic dials, right? That's your special camera for the erotic
So
watches.
so you wind clockwise, you wind one on the top, you wind anti-clockwise, you wind the one from behind, and then you can see this second hand a little bit out of sync because I have to wind them two separately. So this is a
Uh-huh.
button here. So I press the button, you will make the
Okay.
second hand sync again. All right. See?
Okay. Okay.
Sync. So that's a resonance. You can see the
Yeah. Yeah.
two little.
Interesting.
And this one is a piece unique that Carrie Voutilainen did that in the salmon
Okay.
color. Yeah.
But this is for the Resins brand, right? This is Resins.
No, 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 no. Not. It's a resonance. So resonance is where you have two separate movement.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
This
okay.
is this is Harmony Storm. So Harmony Storm and also
Oh,
the IP Drone. I think they are the two company that do the resonance, not resonance,
but
sorry,
who?
resonance movement.
Right. Okay, but who makes this? Is Armin Strom? Who makes this watch?
Harmony Storm. Harmony Storm.
This is Armin Strom. Okay,
Storm. Yeah, yeah.
okay. Wow, I've seen I've seen their watches, but they're usually much more like I don't know, modern looking, very like what is it? They're much more minimalist. This is more of like classical. You got the gear shade, all that. It doesn't look
Yeah,
like an Armin
because
Strom.
the dial is done by KV. So KV is specializing in all the gear shade
Yeah.
finish, the hand gear shade.
Okay,
So
wow.
make this more classic. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so that's like a little bit of a what do you call it? What do they call it? A collaborative, a joint
Yeah,
venture.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Because KV only did the dial, so it's not exactly JV. It's really just that, can you make a dial for me? And he said yes,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
they make
yeah,
the dial.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but still, it's got it's different though. It's a very different than their normal offering. Okay, and these have what? These have like a 90-hour power reserve or something, right? They have like a big power reserve.
I don't think there's 90 hours. I think this is a standard stock of 72. I'm looking at the barrel now. Yeah, you're looking at barrel. Roughly, you can say I think it's roughly 72, right? It's not
Mm.
up to the 90s. It's not. I think the standard size, and
Okay,
you need two barrel to make it move. If one is too tight, one is too loose, and then they will balance out each other.
got it, got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
So I
interesting.
think I'm
Okay,
very happy with the purchase, Armin Storm. I always want to have a resonance watch, but IP Drone is just too expensive. This is the best second alternative,
okay.
and also better looking because this is all skeleton.
You know what?
Yeah,
I actually like this better because I think I've seen the Armin Strums. They're interesting watches. They're very like I don't know. It's a unique look. They're very like the design is clean, um, and the prices are good. I don't know. They just why they haven't for whatever reason it doesn't have that same it doesn't have that same market excitement. But it's a very modern watch. It really feels like something that's
yeah. I mean,
contemporary.
they are doing the third iteration on the Resonace. I think the one I show you is the first generation, and then they did the second generation, but they call the second generation the first, so it's a little bit
Okay.
confusing. Then they did the third. So basically, it is a big watch. It is a big watch, and now they're making it smaller and smaller.
Yeah, yeah. I think their sizes are usually big, right? Arm and Strom is usually like the 40 something millimeter.
The first one I think is 42, and then they made it 41, and now it's 40.
Yeah.
And then they make
Okay.
also make the whole movement thinner as well. So they are trying to improve on the reliability and also the size.
Okay.
I got last watch. I got one more watch to show you.
Okay. Okay.
So
Oh,
this
what is
is
that?
the Mermode Fair. So this is a music box watch.
Oh, okay.
So you see the four little gear
Yeah,
is
yeah.
four sounds. So basically, I have to wind this. You can't hear
Okay.
the sound, by the way, because I'm wearing my headphone. But
Oh,
uh,
okay.
so basically, if you press, there's a button.
Uh-huh.
Show you. You can see that now you play. It's like a
We,
music box sound.
we need to hear it.
The sound is miserable, by the way. So even I put it near my microphone, you probably won't able to hear it.
Okay, I
But
can't
you
hear
can
anything.
see how the gear moves. So
Yeah.
each time I press a button, and it will play one song. So one song is here. So I
How
can
do we get
actually hear it now. Yeah.
we need to hear this. How do you get it uh
I, I have to record it from maybe a phone
oh,
to capture the sound. It wouldn't work if I wear a headphone.
yeah, yeah. Wow, the gear is moving. It's very cool. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's like a blue. Who makes this watch?
The company is called the Mermode Ferris. So the company is actually uh, acquired by I think Rook, the a Swiss music box manufacturer,
Okay.
and I think back couple decades ago, the Mermo Ferris and also the Rook are two biggest music box manufacturer, and then this one went down, bankrupted. So
Oh,
his competitor acquired it and then made a watch from the brand. I actually have a music box made by this company back
okay.
about I think 100 years ago.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
But
Okay. Music.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no,
actually,
we'd
I
love
have another one. So I actually bought quite a few watches while I was absent from the channel. Looking at this one, this is the Romain Jerome.
okay, okay.
So it looked like a typical chronograph, but at the bottom is the 85. So chronograph doesn't really show this number. Can you take a guess what it is?
Don't tell me it's the year.
No, no.
What is it?
So this is a golf watch.
Oh
So on the left
shit.
hand side,
That's
you can see there's
that's
18 hole. On the right hand side, this is a stroke. So you see there's a one button on the right. There's a
okay.
one button on the left. So every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
if you play 18 hole, you press the left button to hole number one. Then you record your stroke,
Okay.
and the
Hold on a second. I
bottom will
think
show your yeah.
did we talk about this like a long time ago? Or I think didn't we see this a long
We
time ago?
no, we talk about the Cartier have a golf counter watch.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is
Okay.
I did the research. So Cartier has a watch counter watch with four buttons. That one is a little bit
Uh-huh.
confusing because you need to press. I think they have a limit of how much you can record per corner, but this one
Okay.
adding up all the way to 99 strokes. But I mean, if you pass 100 strokes, you might as well just not wearing a golf watch, call a golfer. Uh, but U-Bloat also have a similar one,
Okay.
but it's big. It's like a 46 45, something like that. So this is a
Okay,
42
okay.
size. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
that's cool.
So
Okay.
it's a very very interesting watch. Um, and I had the opportunity to acquire it, then I have to, so I bought it.
Do you play golf?
Yeah, I do, I do,
Oh,
but
okay. Okay.
not as often, but I still do. Yeah,
Have you used it? Have you used it? Well, hey,
not yet. I
do
want to order a strap, sorry, a rubber strap because this is
yeah.
on leather now. So I'm
Oh
actually
yeah.
wanting to make a leather top but rubber a back strap,
Okay.
so I don't sweat it and ruin it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, yeah, interesting stuff. Look at this. They got a bunch of these Atmos clocks here. They got a bunch of Atmos clocks in this auction. Uh, shit. Do you have one of these Atmos clocks? The
Yeah, I
JLC?
do. Yeah, I
You
do.
do? Yeah. I
You
don't.
know,
Does it,
you're gonna have a Atmos clock if you call yourself a serious watch collector, right? So you're not only gonna collect watches, you're probably also gonna collect clocks.
does your clock work? Because mine doesn't. I have one. It's nuts. Like
The
the
Yeah, the issue with clock is that if I don't set it at 100% level, the time will just be so out of place. I think my at most I need to reset it every month. It was like 15 minutes ahead or behind every month
okay. Yeah,
because
there's something.
it's not leveled.
Yeah, they need like I don't know some sort of adjustment with the app. There's some I don't know. I
They
my thing is not even working.
Okay. They do have a the air bubble thing, the leveler built
Mm,
into the clock, but it wouldn't help that much because you need to be visually check if the bubble is sit in the middle, right?
mhm.
So basically, so if you visually see this bubble in the middle, then you say you are pretty much 90% accurate. But for the last 10%, you cannot adjust. It
Mhm.
doesn't have a scale, so that's the main issue.
Yeah, no, I think my problem with mine is something, they get out of whack, and then no, mine is like off by a couple of it loses like I don't know. It's how much I have to basically have it repaired. There's always these. I think it's expensive to repair. It's like $1,000 at
It
least
is.
to repair.
It is because you also have to deal with I think they have uh, the air inside to
Yeah,
control the pressure, so that it can wind itself.
and they're cheap to buy. I mean, I think I only paid like I don't know, like a couple $100, like $400 or something.
Hmm.
But it's going to cost me 1,000 to fix it. All right, so let's see what else they have here in this sale here. This is let's see real quick. I'm just going to go through this one real quick. There's not a lot of really interesting stuff. Oh, this one I want to show you. The Cobra. Have you seen these in person? This is like the hottest watch, the bigger one, not this one, not this model, but this thing that they're doing. The price on these like
Mm.
went bananas. I mean, this one seems like this is not really the Cobra. This one seems like a little bit cheap, but they were like 8 grand about a year ago. Now they're like 30 grand. Not even at 8 grand. They went
I,
the price is bananas.
this
But
this is
these are
the this is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing that is so difficult. I think to reset the length of this the woven bracelet.
oh yeah, that's the problem. No, no,
And
you
yeah, I mean, you can easily remove it, but if you want to add in extra link, I think it will be even harder, right? So I would suspect that if people keep buying this with smaller wrist, and then eventually you will narrow down your potential buyers, right? So if you have a bigger wrist, then if it doesn't come with extra link, then you doomed, right? So you cannot order extra strap, you cannot order extra part because
no,
yeah.
yeah, no, you can't. There's no extra. It's basically like I think the only way to make it bigger is by like adding a little piece of gold, which is and then
They have to
it's,
make it.
it's
Yeah, it's so and
crazy.
also this type of thing you have to really be there to buy it because you can try it on, you can see
Yeah,
how much
yeah, yeah,
room you got. You cannot
yeah,
buy it off online auction, right? So
yeah.
I don't know how well this will sell because if I'm buying this for myself, then I need to consider can I wear it? how much link does it have, you're gonna be difficult.
You know what you need is you need one of these AP golf bags. That's a nice looking.
No,
No, wow, it's a
I
nice looking
mean,
bag.
I normally will have just the, the one with the back strap, so I can carry it.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
like to carry.
I don't like to use the buggy because you're going to golfing, right? So you just want to get a bit of exercise. So walking would be better.
Right, right, right. No, it's yeah, it's like let me see actually I don't know. In Hong Kong though, they let you walk the golf course?
They do, but again, it really depends on which golf course, right? So if you're going to high end, you need to follow by a caddy, and the
A
caddy will
caddy, yeah.
drive the golf cart, and they will just follow you, right? So you do whatever you
Okay.
want, right? You pay the money.
You okay. Okay. No, because I would think, I mean, again, I would think that, it's like, they want things to move fast, so they don't want people walking. They want people maybe, using the cart. Maybe,
Again, right?
yeah.
With golfing, if you did the first the timber strike well, then you wouldn't drag behind, right? So is
Mm,
if you go with 150 to 200 meters straight, you're
mm.
good, right? So
Okay.
the putting will take extra 2 3 minutes, but you wouldn't slow down everybody. If you did the one with a hook, the first one with a hook, then you're fucked, right? Then you have to
Yeah.
find it from the bush, and you have to start again. Maybe just 15 meters off, so you wouldn't look good. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that. I know that very well. That yeah.
Mm.
So let me see. We got Glashütte. Let me see. Yeah, they got a couple of these geezer watches. I just wanted to show them to you because yeah, that's in this sale. This is kind of what this is. They're just I guess what kicking off the season with this. This is kind of their mediocre type material. It's not
Mm.
like the really good stuff here. Uh, let's
Oh,
see.
the D-weight. The D-weight is actually a very cool one on the right.
Here we go.
I think this is the watch that you see. This one have a jumping second and also have a sweeping second. You see,
Okay.
on the left is a flying time, which is a sweeping second, and this even have the Moser design to make it like a loading screen.
Okay. Is that
The
a
Moser
moon?
did one. No, no, no. It's a second hand. It's a second.
Okay.
It's a second disc.
Hmm.
So on the left hand side is a second disc, a sweeping
Okay.
second disc. On the right hand side, I think this is a jumping second.
Wow. Okay.
So it has 2 seconds, one showing a sweeping seconds and one showing the jumping seconds.
Why do you need to have 2 seconds?
Because they can. Showing you two type of mechanism, right? Sweeping second and jumping second in one watch, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh shit. Let me see what else they got here. Uh, let's see what else. What else? What else they got here? Oh, this. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is like the Giza watch stuff. This is the P.
I
Again, this is
I bought a similar one, and
you do on a
yeah,
strap on the.
I'm probably gonna show you next time because once I got it, I found out there's something wrong with the dial setting.
Movement.
The dial was a bit off, so I have to send it to repair.
Okay, hold
So
on. Hold
once
on.
I have it, I
You
can show you. Yeah.
you have this. You have the Piaget dual time, but you have it on a
Not
strap.
not the exactly same brand or same model, but I have the same two movement, with
Two
two
movements. Okay.
crown. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I bought a Middle East edition of Sarkar. So I'll show you next time. I'll show you next time.
Okay. For which brand? Which brand is it?
It's called Sarkar. It's a guy called Carlos Santos started the brand, and I think it's about half dead. It's not completely dead, but it's half dead.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. So, Here we go. We got another one of these. I think this is a very cool watch. This has kind of like a Royal Oak type of vibe, right? You got this the case. It's got like
Mm,
what eight sides.
yeah,
Um,
it's like a
let me see.
television. Think about it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like that. I like the TV dial. Look at this TV
Yeah.
style dial. Um, yeah, this is interesting. I mean, I again, the only problem is these is like you pointed out the bracelet. It's like if it doesn't fit, then you're really screwed. Uh, yeah,
Mm.
they get
I
a
mean,
bunch
if
of
it's
them.
longer, then you can reset it. But if it's shorter, then you're screwed.
Yeah, yeah. But even if it's longer, you don't want to cut it down because if it's too long, like you don't want to cut it down because
I
then it
mean, this is my this is. Oh, actually, I have to. I have to correct.
yeah in yellow gold though. Yeah,
No, I have. Oh, I think I have the same model. Just let me
really.
grab it for a second.
We
Yeah,
talked about this. We talked about this watch, I think, at one point.
yeah. I'll show you. Uh,
These are becoming hot.
Hopefully, we'll sell a good price. You see, same
Yeah, no,
model,
hang on. Let me see. Let me see. Hang on a
exactly
second.
same model
Yeah.
with a
Oh shit! There.
diamond,
Yeah,
sphere of
yeah,
ecstasy,
yeah.
same silver and satin finish style with the grill.
The
Yeah, same.
grill. Wow. Well, that looks really good. I gotta tell you, it really does look good.
Yeah. It is a very cool pieces. The only
Yeah.
thing I'm against this watch is because I think I mentioned it in another,
Yeah, I
posting.
remember you said something with a bracelet with a spirit of ecstasy is a problem, right? Like you
This
can't.
bit, the tension of this bit and the tension of this bit is not the
Uh-huh.
same. So the watch is always going toward the top bit of your wrist. It doesn't sit. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe I have a, if you have, if you have a curved wrist, not a flat wrist,
Mhm.
you'll be fine. But if you have a flat wrist, this one keep going tilted up. You will see like this on the wrist, right? You will
Yeah.
see like this, and then you make it uncomfortable, especially this one against your wrist bone.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. So we go. Add this. Okay. No, it's a it's a cool watch. I mean, I think they're getting actually what is it 11,000. So this is no, this
Oh,
seems
it's
like a
cheap.
very
It's
yeah.
it's
This seems
it's, it's
this seems
very
cheap.
cheap. It's only like a 1,500 US dollar.
I think they're going for like three. I think they're going for like 3,000 right now. 3,000 plus thirty
At
five
least, I
hundred
think,
maybe
at least, yeah.
4,000. Yeah, maybe 4,000. Yeah, there's already like 15 bids. Yeah, people like these.
I mean, it's different.
Um,
It's cheap, right? So if I have a collector say, "Oh, this is a cool piece," I'll just buy it, right? It wouldn't care how much
yeah,
they pay. It's just a cool piece.
yeah. No, especially if you have a Rolls. If you have like a one of those like what is it, the Silver Spur? One of those '80s Rolls. It makes sense. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Okay, you got modern
Oh,
watches.
it's going up, going up. The Japanese one on the right, up right, the Osuka Lotec.
Wow.
These things price went up crazy. I think this is already like triple the cost.
Really? Wow. How,
Yeah,
what these?
yeah.
What these were like $1,000? You're saying?
I think so. I think 1,500, something like that. They're selling.
Wow. That seems very cheap. 1,500.
It is cheap because I think this is a Miyota movement. They were using like a cheap movement with a jumping retrograde module. Yeah, see, look at this is Miyota, right? The cost of this is like what? $300. If
Mhm.
you're looking at just the cost of it. But this being chased after by the market. People love it.
Mm. No, it has like a very retro look. Very steampunk retro type of look.
Yeah, steampunk. Yeah, that's the thing. This look like a water meter or something like that. In Asia.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
This
mean,
will probably have the best return on investment of all the watches here. You know?
no, for sure. No, that's a big number. It's actually, yeah. No, it's tremendous. Let's see what else they have here. Sky
Yeah.
Dweller.
Crazy Hour, Frank Muller.
Crazy. Yeah.
The plot proof is also
Lens.
very cool.
What's that?
The plot proof on the top left. Keep going up, 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 up,
Oh,
up, up. Yeah, the Omega.
okay. Plot prof.
Yeah,
Okay.
plot proof. You know about this
Okay.
watch?
No, no. I think I've seen this. It's some sort of diving watch, right? This was like
Yeah, you can go down 1,200 meters down.
okay.
And they have a specialized design. You know, there's a pusher on the right hand side. You have to press this
Okay.
pusher to rotate the bezel. So
Okay.
you don't accidentally sort of rotate it, and then because this is for deep diving, you know,
Right.
if you record the time wrong, you wouldn't go up in time. You'll be dead. They have like an
Okay.
extra protection for you.
Okay. Oh, I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Let me see. What else they got here. Yeah, it's kind of like a mixed bag. It's like what else? Any more Giza watches? Universal
The
Generic.
Mickey, fine. The Mickey
Ooh,
Gerogenta on the top is fine. Oh, the pole
yeah.
rotor,
Wow, look at that.
sector dial. Okay.
I've never seen these hands, this type of hand. This is kind of
It reminds me Breitling, and also ironically, this is acquired by Breitling. So
1957. Yeah. Well, I think Breitling is going to be pushing up the price because they want to get people.
they already are. They have released the latest remastered version of Paul Router,
They
and they
have.
were charging. Yeah.
Wait,
You're
did
looking at the news.
it come out?
They were
Wait,
charging
did
a
it?
very high price. They were charging a very
Did,
high price.
I saw this. No, but was that released already, or it's not
Yeah,
yet? Because I saw it's
I think
already
it's
out.
released. It's released. Yeah, it's released. You check the news.
I saw the prices that they had were like something like 20 grand, like crazy prices. It was like for the
Yeah, it is
uh,
crazy prices.
which was like insulting. I mean, it's insulting. Why would I want to have a copy of a vintage watch when I can buy the real deal for $3,000?
I mean,
It doesn't make.
the higher they charge for a remastered version of Paul Rotor, you're just gonna make the current vintage Paul Rotor price goes up. And people
I
will
think
say,
people are
why?
going to get it. Yeah, but I think there's a limited amount of people who are going to. I think with Universal Geneva, there's really like it's going to appeal to like a very limited audience,
Small, very
and
very
they don't
small. Yeah.
have it. They probably. I think anybody who wanted a vintage UG probably already has it. I mean, like most of them
Yeah.
already have it. Like
It'd be the same
80%.
to the Leopard.
Huh?
It'd be the same to the Leopard Daytona, right? If you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said, the leopard. Yeah, like for example, like I like the UG. I mean, I think they do cool stuff. I wanted the Tri Compacts? I think I was interested. I
Hmm.
kind of missed the boat by a few months, and all of a sudden the price went bananas. And at this point, like, I don't know. It's okay, but I don't see like new people like who didn't know about it like getting that interested.
The
It's always been it's like a very niche type of brand.
the issue with the UG, especially the vintage one, is it wasn't popular for a very long time. So the condition of many of these watch wasn't being kept in
Hmm.
good condition. Oh, you're looking at it, 23 bit for these two watches. So it's going very strong.
Yeah, it's probably Breitling has their employees.
But okay, I'll go back to my topic. So the issue is that it wasn't that well recognized or well kept, preserved.
Mm.
The dial, many of them are corroded,
Yeah, yeah.
and
See,
many
that's
of
that's
them got restored.
yeah.
And if you look at restored dial, the value really go down dramatically, and many of the movement will have issues. So this is the issue with the vintage UG is not like the vintage let's say Patek Philippe or Rolex. Many of them were kept in a very pristine condition because they were expensive. With UG, it was probably just thrown in the drawer, forgotten for 20 years. And then the
No,
grandson will take it out to auction or sell it.
yeah, no, that's the problem because the ones that I saw, there was always an issue of it's hard to find good ones. It really is. That's the problem. It's
You
they always
you
have some sort of scratches,
you
this, that.
really you really need to see it in person to see if
Mm.
this is restored, and also probably inspect the movement before you pull the trigger. Otherwise, you probably will end up buying a assembled watch, probably, or a
Mm.
restored dial, or the other thing with UG is that you see all these self-dial hand. Those hand
Ooh.
could be a replacement hand. You could not be original, and you will not be able to find out if you actually hold the watch on hand and play with it. So you could looking at this is sitting on the hand, but if using a chronograph function several times, the hand will fall off because it doesn't have the same pinion. So there are a lot of issues with Universal Genève vintage for many reasons. So to buy this type of watch, you you avoid to have future issues. You probably need to be there to open it back, to test the function, ask a lot of
Mm.
questions. It is a swap dial. There's any restore part, how the hand is working, this and that.
Mm. Wow, that's kind of turning me off to the watch.
Again, you buying vintage watch, right? So this is what you're gonna do your homework. You know,
Yeah,
um, um, uh, because there's so many universal Genève out there, and many of
yeah,
them might not be in the perfect condition. Or
yeah,
you will just have to buy from a very reputable retailer. You ask, is this restored dial? Have you serviced it? Is every part original? You get
yeah,
maybe extended warranty, then you can buy it. But then you have to pay a premium price.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think they're, I mean, they're cool watches. They're very cool watches. I don't know if, man, yeah,
Yeah,
well, look at it. A lot of interest in this UG
they
right now.
they UG is on par with Patek Philippe, right? Back in before they went down, right? So
Mm.
they have they polish their movement. They use good movement supplier. They have some weird design. For zero genta, a lot of hype.
Mm.
But again, we have to face the fact that they went down, decades and decades and decades ago, and there
Yeah,
wasn't even an archive for UG, right? The fan have to do it. The fan have to actually compile all their model and make. Um, um, so it's very limited of knowledge. There might be archive, but there have been lost, or they may be in archive of bribing, not made public. So buying, identifying how rare a particular model is very difficult. You have to really rely on the community to actually
mm.
pull the data to see how much model each has been circulating, and then decide on the value of the watch.
It's a lot of. It seems like a lot of work. Do you have any UGs?
Yeah, 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 I do. Let
You do.
me find out.
Yeah.
Find out.
Uh, it's because I mean I was always kind of interested. Again, I was interested in getting one. I saw I've seen them online. I've seen a few in person. I haven't seen. Okay, here we go. We're gonna bring. Okay, there we go. Wow, there we go.
This
Oh
is
wow.
the Aero Complex. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
a
Oh
it's
shit. Yeah,
a
that's
different model to the tri pump. So you can see this crown on the left, then the crown on the right.
yeah.
So it's an airplane. So I think this is so okay. You're looking at the pusher. This type of a square pusher. They've done it. I think in the 1940 they stop it, and then they start to using the round pusher.
Mm,
So this is an early model. Um, and you see the 12 o'clock, the 10:10 mark. So
mm,
this is a reminder. So before, for example, the volcano, the cricket, they have an alarm function. So say if you say I need to go out for an appointment at 10:10, you will set the top at 10:10, then you will alarm, and then okay, I need to go out. But this one doesn't have an alarm function. So basically, this is just a reminder for you. So I need to watch
Oh,
out, 10:10 or 6:30, whatever. The crown on the left will just control this little sub dial.
so that's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
doesn't
yeah. It's a
doesn't move.
reminder.
It just
It
it's
doesn't
just
move. Yeah, it doesn't move. Before I bought it, I thought this is a GMT watch, and then after I got it, I said,
yeah.
"Oh shit, this is a reminder." So basically, this is when aviation travel become a thing. Uh, so they said they say you don't miss your flight, which is the reason they call this aero complex. So this is really designed for a pilot or people have to travel, for work.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
they, and also alarm. I think this is 1940s, right? Alarm watch wasn't really been designed back then. Um,
Hmm.
so this is more like a cheaper alternative or early edition of reminder in your iPhone.
Yeah, no, it's very what do you call it? It's charming. It's very charming,
And
I love
also,
it.
you see, last time I mentioned, all these markers there is where the international phone call is getting expensive after 10 minutes. So they have like a
Uh-huh.
marker to remind you, don't go over 10, you go over 10, you call again. Yeah. It, it, it is a perfect watch to capture, I think, in the 1940 or I think this is 1930s, 40-ish era, just
Yeah.
everything's, I think, yeah, I think this is 1940s, right? So after the Roaring 20, you get into the Great Depression. After the Great
Mm,
Depression, everything go back to normal, and people think they invented the fridge, they invented credit card, they invented aviation
yeah.
travel. Also the petrol fuel car become sort of affordable. I think 40s where Ford did the pipeline. Everything being manufactured by standard.
Mm,
So people living a life that they are looking forward. You know, everything is booming, and this is the watch of the time where you have a lot of international business. You need to travel. Life is
yeah.
great,
No,
but
yeah.
now
No,
life is shit. So
no, it's a charming watch. It's very charming. Let me bring up this. Hang on a second. Okay, so the Philips auction they got some interesting stuff here. They got some better. It's better, more interesting. Anyway, from my taste. By the way, the JLC um this clock is a beautiful clock. This is like the Atmos Mark Newson. Because this is like a piece of art. This one is not just a clock. This really is like a work of art.
this, I think this is isn't this the annual calendar watch, as I recall.
Uh, it has month. Yeah, I think what month and a moon phase. It's got the
Yeah,
month and
months
the
and
moon.
moon phase. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mark Newson. Okay, but
Yeah, and those.
I still like the original, gilt case
Oh
better.
yeah.
This. Uh, I mean, this. I'd rather buy the original one rather than this one.
Mm. Yeah, this
I
guy. I
think
mean,
this
this
is
guy's like
too. Yeah,
too modern. Too modern for you.
too modern. Yeah, too Art Nouveau. Too modern.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's the guy that designed the Apple, the original Apple. What is it? The iMac when it came out.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like a famous designer. He's like a really good designer. Mark Newson's like a very well respected. Uh, let's see here. We got this. I think I asked you. Did you ever have one of these? The white gold blue dial.
no. When I was young, I used to own a bluesy, the two-tone bluesy. That's sort
Ah,
of the go-to watch. Yeah, yeah. But then I've done. I got that bluesy stuff, and then I was down for Rolex for a very long time until I got my ice blue. Then I sold ice blue to the leopard.
okay, okay, okay. No, because this watch I think is like the price. These the prices of these have been like increasing slowly. I mean, it got down to like 35 grand, high 30s. which is I think a great. I mean, this is like a
Oh,
very classic look. I mean, it's a great deal.
so what is the catch of this?
What's the what?
Timepiece by charitable developed by the. Okay, so is there like a?
No, it's-
Okay, this is a charity watch.
yeah, that's the problem. So this is not a real price. So it's like people probably bid up more aggressively because the money goes to a charity. Some sort of bullshit like that. These charities. I don't know if they're real, but so it's sold for 50 something thousand. Yeah, no, okay, that's not a real price. I didn't see that in the catalog. Oh, here we go. Why didn't I see that before? That's strange. It wasn't.
There are charity on the bottom right corner. See, there's few.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
the
I did notice it before. But yeah, so these prices are kind of like they get exaggerated.
a little bit inflated.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like what it does. People they don't really care, but they have something in the sale that I thought was interesting. What do they have? Oh, this is this
Yeah, the
Vacheron,
map. Yeah, restaurant. Yeah.
and you
So
you have you have a version of this, right? You have like the China one, right?
I have the China one. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is what is this? The
it's Portugal.
United States? Oh,
No,
Portugal.
Portugal,
Okay, okay, okay.
and it was a very high price. What 82,000 Swiss?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean normally it was what?
That's almost 100,000 US.
Yeah, no, right. And for the China one, it was what, like 30,000, I think, maybe.
No, 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 no. I think I paid 70,000 for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought I paid a premium, but
Okay.
looking at this, I paid it quite well.
Wow. Why are these prices so why are these prices so high? What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe there's a patriot from Portugal wanting to have it. So
No, but it's these are like I mean Portugal. Okay, here's the problem with Portugal is I mean it's a
yeah.
very small country. Portugal is a tiny country. It's
Again,
basically a poor country. I mean, like how many collectors are there in Portugal?
I don't know. I mean, but Lisbon is pretty well off from all the crypto people getting to Lisbon.
Oh, really? No, but but they're not Portuguese. They're like, they're
Oh yeah,
travel.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
yeah, they're not.
I mean, the
They don't care.
tax evader.
They're the-
Yeah, they have
yeah,
like a very favorable tax schemes in this Portuguese for
yeah,
like traders. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't see that like a Portuguese specialty as like a. I mean, I don't know. That's a very I don't know, very limited market to bet on. Um, Let me see. This is
Maybe check because I don't know if you read the news. The legendary case maker has passed away recently.
oh, right,
So
right, right.
so you might want to check if the enamel Dell maker they still exist or did they pass away or what happened? Normally it happens when they pass away, all the enamel work they've done before prices shoot up. Could be a case.
Hmm. It says the master enameler Lucien Jean Gembrugge. Okay, this is what 10 examples. They only did 10 examples of this. Your watch also, I think, was 10, right? Your watch is
No,
what, 10 or
30.
15? 30. Okay, okay,
Yeah, 30.
okay. Yeah, but China's a bigger country, so they need more watches. I mean, Portugal. How many people in Portugal are
Yeah.
gonna buy? There's only 5 people in Portugal. Wow, but I'm really surprised. The price, that's a very high price. I'm like,
This price
yeah,
go up.
Alan Silberstein.
I don't know. This thing starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah,
The whole thing wasn't really being appreciated in his era.
yeah.
But again, this is still a little bit too modern for me now. But
Yeah. Well, it's
Art
not just
Nouveau.
yeah, it's not even modern. It's just too wild.
Art Deco. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what it is. It's just the color. It's all like this very wild design. I mean, like I mean, this is you got the red and blue stripe. You got yellow. It's like too much
This
color.
is,
It's like
I
too.
think, 1980, 1990. The polka dot art.
Yeah,
There
yeah. He
was,
was around.
you know, it, this is a similar, I think, similar era with Allen and
Yeah,
Silverstein that did this type of polka dot, the shape art,
yeah.
really just get people thinking about what they can do compared to the traditional, realism.
Mhm.
But again, I think they went too far off, right? So you need skills to be an artist, not just draw triangles and dots.
Yeah. No, I mean, but what's interesting is this is a. I mean, the case is actually very interesting. This is what this is a sapphire case. You got. I mean, the.
Ah,
I think the. Yeah, look at this. The case and the way the lugs are done. That to me is interesting. I mean, it's not my style, but I don't like all the funny shapes. I just don't like all that funny shapes. It's like too a little too. I like stuff a little more serious. But
mm.
that's beautiful. I mean, it's very innovative,
But
right?
again,
1995.
this is this is the perfect watch that you travel abroad. Nobody's going to take you seriously. It's this is children's watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is this looks like in very good condition. Probably never worn. Let's see. Oh, so this is what's interesting. So Ebel, have you been?
Ebel.
Do you have an Ebel?
No, I mentioned that I think Ebel was my first watch. In like
Oh,
a middle school. Then I ruined it. Then I sort of disassembled it. I thought I can put it back, but I cannot. So that then that
was
ends
yours
my watch journey for a while. Yeah.
was
I think
yours
it's about yeah. Go ahead.
was yours quartz? Was it quartz?
I cannot remember. I just remember I took the watch apart and couldn't put them back.
Yeah.
So maybe it's cause. I hope it's cause, so it's not expensive.
No, but there were a lot of fake Ebel watches around that time. There were a lot of fakes, right? Like I remember I had a fake
Mm.
Movado. Also, I took it apart and couldn't. Because they were selling the fakes for like it actually wasn't that cheap when you think it was like $20 or $15, which
Oh.
actually in today's money is like $50.
Yeah,
That's like
but this type of watch selling like astronomical high prices in all the malls. It's
yeah.
selling the full retail.
Look at this. So this is the eBell is making a comeback. It's almost like Universal Genève. Now this is a perpetual calendar, which is I think is very cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is you got the perpetual
11
and
hand chronograph.
yeah, hang on. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wait, I didn't even notice that. Wait, it is a chronograph.
You see, there are 11, 1, 4, 6, 8, 8 hand.
Okay. Wow.
Maybe more because there will be a leap year. So on the 12 clocks, maybe
Yeah.
the covered it. Yeah. So they have the leap year
This
down.
is, and this sold for okay. So it had the estimate was
Wow.
pretty reasonable. It was like a what 8,000. Oh, so let's call it 7 to 14,000, and it sold for like 25, basically 24,
Wow.
23. But it's gold. It's solid gold, which
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
It does count, but still, but again,
It,
these were like uh I think they're making a comeback. I think they're for the last year or two they've been really pushing these Ebel watches.
did they got acquired and restarted again? Like Universal
No,
Genève?
I haven't heard anything I haven't heard anything, but I noticed like a lot of these like the Italian dealers were getting very into the Ebel.
Mm.
Especially like the Don Johnson, the Don Johnson version, the wavy
Oh,
dial,
Laura
which
Perrier.
yeah, let's see.
The one in the
Uh,
middle is a tourbillon.
yeah.
The back of it. The
Yeah,
front is really nothing. It's just probably enamel there. But so this is
yeah.
the natural escapement, right? I think they're doing the double hairspring for the tourbillon cage.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, still looking good. Yeah. This
You know,
is actually the proper tourbillon, proper
pro- oh,
built
because
tourbillon.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it's in the back? Because it's in the back and nobody can see it?
The nose brown balance wheel, look at double escapement, there's huge tourbillon cage. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and then there have a lot of chamfering as well. So
You
I
know
think
what?
yeah,
Now that I see it, now that I've actually look at it up close, it's actually very beautiful. I mean,
it is.
the front is boring to me. The front of the watch is boring, but this is actually beautiful. The way they have this, yeah, this is like very interesting.
I think
Yeah.
the Laurent Ferrier tourbillon is one of the best tourbillon ever been built. But unfortunately, I don't have the tourbillon version of it. So,
Mm.
but
But
I'm buying.
you have a Lauren Ferrier, right? I think you showed one
I
last time.
have the micro rotor one. It's not a
Okay.
tourbillon because I want the salmon dial. The salmon dial doesn't at the time I buying don't have a. I like the Gallet. They have the tourbillon in salmon dial for the bulky version, which I don't like the shape. This is a
Mm.
very classic shape. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, so we got another E-Bell here. Look at this. There we go. Um, I think these are gonna come back. There's something about it that it has like a certain charm, you know. It's got like maybe in another year or so. Um, have you ever seen one of these
Yeah.
in person? This is like
Yeah,
a
I do. I
flying
was
tourbillon.
yeah, I was invited to their Watch and Wonder last year. So they show
Okay.
me the new one, with the war timer. So basically, the tourbillon cages rotate
Hmm.
24 hours around the clock. But
That's the one. That's
somehow,
the one.
go ahead.
I think that's is. Wait, were you there? Was that the one that they released this year? Is that the one that you saw
Yeah, they showed me last year, and they say, "Oh, don't tell
last?
everybody." The blue color one. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, oh. You saw the blue one or the green one?
the green one. I saw the green one.
The green one. Wow.
Yeah. It's just not my
And
taste, so I passed. And they was, oh,
uh,
this is beautiful. Why you pass it? And
yeah, it is beautiful. Why did you pass? It's a beautiful watch.
I
It's
don't
got
know. I just
everything
don't
you.
like the. I don't like because the one they made is they have the whole enamel dial with a open cut where they put in the tourbillon cage. Somewhat it doesn't appeal to me.
Okay,
I
okay.
love their gyro tourbillon. I cannot afford the number 6 or number 5. Number 5. Yeah, I can't
Mm.
afford it. But it's very beautiful. It had everything I want, but maybe I just need to work harder. But I couldn't
What
afford
is
it.
what is this? This has what? Okay, hang on. So let me look at the complications of this one. This has uh sky chart.
Zodiac
What is this?
calendar, yeah. Sky
I don't know. What
chart
does
is
it do?
where you see all the lines dot is a sky
Yeah.
chart. Normally, we're showing in the northern hemisphere of the sky chart, and this like the what is celestial from Patek Philippe. They having the sky chart. The same design.
Yeah, this is a good looking watch. It's what is it? 40 how big is it? They say it's
43.
43 millimeters. Okay. Yeah, wow. That's a cool watch. I mean, and so this price, the estimate was okay. The estimate was a little bit low. It was 22 to 45,000, and it sold for like 80,000. And
I
how
think the reach of this,
is north of 100? It's got to be north of like what 150 or something, 200.
I think the retail for this is definitely north of 150. Definitely
Yeah,
north of 150. Yeah.
yeah. The
And
one that
also,
you yeah. Go ahead.
and also they do a different iteration of this flying tourbillon every year. So the prior model, the price just got devalued a lot. They have a new design, new finish. I think before last year it was a 3D print, sort of a bridge system in the center dial.
Mm.
And then they do trying to do something new. And last year was enamel dial, but again, the more they put out this type of thing with better dial finish, they will just push the prior model value even further down.
Mm. Yeah, but they don't. But they're only sell. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this is. They say it's a limited edition, but the market for this might only be like 10 people. I mean, they
Oh,
28 pieces. How,
they will
how many?
do 20 pieces for the white gold, 20 pieces for the yellow gold, 20 pieces for
Uh,
the rose gold, 20 pieces for the platinum. They will do 20 pieces again, special order design, a green
uh,
dial, blue dial. So they can do many they want, and they will say, okay, this is 20 piece special edition.
but I actually
Uh,
I don't think I think the one that they're doing now, that world time tour, what is it, the world time tourbillon. I think they only, whatever the edition was. I think it was only done in that yellow gold. But also, I don't think that there's that much of a demand. I mean, it's a what's a
no,
$250,000 watch, like, and it's a it's not like your normal watch. There's not that many. I mean, I think it's a beautiful watch. It's just too big for the average normal person, and nobody thinks of JLC as doesn't have that hype. So it's like there might
I
only
think
be a demand for 20 pieces.
the issue with JLC is that JLC had its moment, I think, in the early 2000s, where they have all the geographics and
Mm.
what is called the you know the sport one. I forgot the name. They
Uh,
had so many resources and they didn't do well, and I think eventually Richmond pooled their resources. They were forced to become a movement manufacturer. IWC was getting a lot of attention recently. Having all their high complications designed
mm.
released to the market. So I think this is the thing that once you're part of a corporate portfolio, what JLC wanted to do doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, dual meter, right? They had the GLC had so many great stuff built between 2000 and 2000, maybe 15-ish.
Yeah.
Um, it didn't. Oh, Memberbox as well. Yeah, yeah. They did done so many interesting stuff, but everybody
Polaris,
was praising
Polaris,
JLC. Yeah,
Polaris
yeah.
is the one, right? Polaris line.
Polaris shit, right? So it is have no character. You're looking at the current model for JLC, have no character, zero character.
Yeah.
It's boring. Everything's boring.
Wait,
Even
what
now,
do you
their
think?
high computation is boring.
What do you think of the Polaris Perpetual that they have now in gold? What do you think of that Polaris Perpetual?
I mean, let's say rewind 20 years ago when perpetual calendar was something that is very difficult. Only a handful of people can do it. Now everybody can do it, right? So
Mm.
you're looking at Polaris and you're looking at what is called 1149, whatever that is from Autumn
Yeah.
Period. They all the same. They are just industrial product, right? It doesn't have an. I mean, the brand getting more and more conservative. You're looking at what they done like 20 years ago. It's bold, right? They did the Gyratopian stuff. And they've done, dual meter, right? They've done so many interesting stuff. And now it's like a man without any, hormones anymore, right? It's boring.
Mm. All right. So basically, you think maybe because they're owned by these big corporate brands, that they don't want to take too many risks because of that. They
No,
want to
no.
just
The
churn out.
the 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 corporate headquarter have to juggle different balls, right? So I think Richmond owned IWC, they owned Veteran Constantine, they owned Lange, they own JLC.
Yeah.
So then they have to position each brand that they don't compete each other on the
Uh,
market share.
yeah. Yeah. So they don't
So
cannibalize.
so yeah, so now Lange have gained a lot of tractions. So the importance of Lange become high. So say, okay, Lange, you do all the high complication, you do all the interesting stuff. And then IWC, now has, I think, also gained a bit of traction with whatever they release, with like a 1,000 years of accurate
Mm.
movies, whatever that is. Um, and the importance of these two has been raised. So in turn, the importance of JLC has to be go down, right? So
Mm.
now JLC is competing on the lower middle class, offer with their product. You know, the thin complications.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um, and IWC was also had its moment. I think before they got acquired, they said, I can do mini repeater, I can do perpetual calendar, I can do all the high complications. So they got acquired by Richmond. They did a few models, didn't go well. They got shelved. Doing simple stuff. That's when JLC getting all the attention of building high complication. But now JLC doesn't get much of a traction. Then JLC got played down. IWC got, raised to do more high complications recently.
Do you think that JLC is basically I don't know. Do you think the brand is? I mean, in other words, like, would you be wary of buying like a more, I don't know if expensive, but like, would you be wary of buying a JLC watch now because the brand is kind of on the decline?
One, JLC never have a price premium, so it wouldn't matter, and also you wouldn't worry JLC went down as a business because it's backed by a large corporate.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I would
No, I
still
mean,
very safe
uh,
to buy used JLC complication, let's say between 2000 to 2015. That's I think the glory days of JLC.
okay, okay. 2000. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
interesting.
not the modern one. Modern one is shit.
Yeah. Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, that's how I
What?
really feel. Right? So,
Yeah. No, I was looking at this, what do you call the Polaris Perpetual. I'm going to bring it up because I saw this watch and I was like, wow, this is. I think they raised the prices too much. They raised the prices like a lot, and the watch
and
is kind of big. Uh,
this is the thing that when you are now part of a corporate, you don't get to decide your pricing strategy, and people that deciding the pricing strategy probably are freaking 12 to 24 months behind.
mm,
So they trying to use this this is the thing that I absolutely hate JLC for, right? So they released the Geraltopian 5. They were charging 900,000 euro for that, I think a couple years
wow.
back. And then they
Okay.
raised, I think, 5% every freaking month. And now you're looking at this is 1.5 million. I mean, what the fuck, right? So, if I want to buy it, I want to have, they trying to do this, oh, you don't buy this and price go up and, you're just trying to get you into this formal stage. But after 6 to 9 months, the price already went up like 30%. I was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna wait until the second market have one for maybe 50% to 60% off.
Mm,
So I think they have absolutely fucked up on their pricing strategy, and they trying to push for a FOMO, but again, you don't have the price premium to put for a FOMO. What the fuck you doing?
yeah, yeah. Uh, what do you think of these what do you call it? The 8-day perpetual, the 8-day perpetual. You ever seen these?
I mean, the price is great if you're looking for a high comp, and they also have like a resonance. I think they're having like two barrels to one for timekeeping, one for complication, something like that, right? So
Mm,
they do the high end stuff with a very affordable price. But again, I'm move forward, right?
okay, you're done. You're done. You're disgusted.
Yeah, yeah. I want weird shit, right? I don't want this normal shit.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. It's terrible. Let me see. Let me just bring up this Polaris. Hang on a second. I just want to bring this up because I this I've had this on the wrist, right? And this I thought it was a cool watch. I think the price is it has all the stuff I want. It's got the timing function, but I kind of think that they're going to drop to like 20s, like maybe 25 grand. I think at that point it'll be like a good deal for this.
Yeah, I mean the whole world economy is shit now. So, this type of thing price will keep going down all the way until we are back in the booming again.
When when when
So
will when will that be? Wait, well, actually, I just go there. You're the last time we spoke, it was Joe Biden was still in office. Now we have Trump, and he's got the tariffs now. The tariff man, tariff man is back.
tariff man,
Um,
yeah, shit.
yeah. So what the markets are really taking a big hit right now. Like actually, it looks very
It is.
very weak. Like it could and I think the theory is that he wants to. Okay, so the theory is, I'm sure you've heard this, right? That he wants to create like a small recession so that they could lower inflation and also lower interest rates in order to refinance the debt. There's a lot. I think there's like not 8 trillion coming up or something like that, and the interest rate is going to make a big difference if they can get like a point and a
No,
half less. No.
no. So they are selling the short-term debt every freaking month and every freaking day. So and also you're looking at the ratio, the 10-year debt, the 10-year bond is significantly less they sell compared to the short-term 3 months, 1 month, right? So 1 year.
Okay.
So people are converting their long-term debt bond to the short-term bond, and that tells a story that everybody have a pretty dismal outlook on the future. Number one, and number two is now we get into politicals, right? So number two is I think the current issue is that Trump wants to induce a recession 3 months after he got on the presidency, so that he can still blame to Biden, right? So because
Yeah.
you say, okay, Biden triggered this for whatever he did for the past 4 years, triggered this recession. I mean, eventually, I think Trump understands this, right? Eventually, there will be a recession while he's in control, and the people will blame the recession to him, and this is bad for him. So what he need to do is that he will need to make the recession happen quicker, so that he can blame
Yeah.
to Biden.
Right.
And then so you say, okay, Biden induced all this shit, blame him, don't blame me. I'm the president that will take care of you guys. And so he want to play this hero role. So but this cannot happen in a booming market. So he have to really bring the market to shit, and then having some maybe stimulate, whatever he do to bring the economy back. And then he will say, this is under my sort of presidency, I make American great again, multiple times. So I think this is my theory, hopefully.
Mm.
So we are not even close, right? So we are on the way to the bottom. When gonna bounce back, I have no idea, but the trajectory is going down until everybody thinking this is it. We fucked. We have 100%, 120% fucked, and then Trump will come. So we haven't get into this disparity yet. Whenever that happens, whenever we're talking watches about how can I sell my watch, not buy new watches. Next time I say, well, I've sold this watch, this is a picture. That's when the economy
That's
has
the
gone
bottom.
completely fucked. And that's when Trump will say, I'm here, your white knight, save
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
with
yeah.
the,
Exactly. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. That's but here's the thing, right? So the idea is you have the midterm elections that's in 2 years, right? So that's like a big so he wants basically if he gets the recession to happen now, and then he'll have enough time so that by this time next year, assuming because again nobody really is you can't really control these things once they there's but assuming he can control it, let's say it bottoms out by September, October, November, whatever, and then all of a sudden he can drop interest rates, real estate starts to move, and then the market recovers for like a year into the midterm elections, then he'll look good. Does that make sense to you? So basically, like right now, he's going to
Uh,
start dropping.
okay. So what is the phrase in the say? So 负面 1 shame on me, 负面 2. So
Mm.
负面 1 shame on you, 负面 2 shame on me, right? Something like that, right? What is the correct phrase of this?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the idea is that I think Trump is a surprise person. So
Yeah.
if he played the same trick to the whole world again, probably wouldn't work. So if he is really good, he gonna do a totally different strategy, which we probably will never guess or guess it right.
Yeah.
And he will surprise everybody.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a good way, maybe a bad way. I have no idea, but I think the whole essence is that you don't get your opponent to read you 100%.
Right.
So I think he, you know, everybody expecting Trump in control. Everything gonna boom. You know, it's I'm look after the stock market, but this time it's not right. This time he surprised everybody. You know, completely wrecked the market. I think this is
Hmm.
part of the strategy that to surprise everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, but what is the outcome? I have no idea. You know, you know, we can sort of guess. He will completely catch the market by surprise and do his narrative or do his will fulfill his election promise.
Yeah.
Um, and also a lot of things are not in control by us or by even by him. Right? You know, things happen.
No, no, of course. No, it's completely no. Listen, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's limited control there. Like you never know what could happen, right? Like there could be another virus. It could be a lot. I mean, a lot of stuff can
Mm.
come out of the woodwork. It's like really.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
but
can I recommend you? Can I recommend you that there was a Japanese animation maker or comic book writer. He, I think, forecasted, I think, correctly on a few catastrophes. You know, and also he predict he said have some sort of a lucid dream, and
hmm
he see the world end, and he
hmm
draw what he see into a comic book. And this comic book
hmm
was sort of published in the 1980s or something, right? So many, you know, 30 years or 40 years ago. And it
yeah,
forecasts the end of the world on July of this year.
this
So
year.
yeah, this year, I think he was predicting that Japan will have some sort of earthquake, you know, catastrophe happened. And then this will also affect the whole Southeast Asia and East Asia type of
Wow.
area,
Listen.
you
I mean,
know.
that's the other thing. What happens? Yeah, I mean, listen. Japan has earthquakes, right? A big earthquake. You could have a big earthquake in California. I mean, you already had fires in California, but you could have what do you call it? China reunify with Taiwan, right? Reunification. We're gonna have
Probably gonna happen very soon. Yeah.
reunification, right? Then you can have what else? I mean, there's a lot of shit that really could happen. Nobody knows. It's very it really it's usually right. That's the way it works. It's otherwise it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah,
you know,
it will be a high uncertainty. So this whole year gonna be high in uncertainty.
where do you think? By the way, I think we talked about Bitcoin, right? We talked about Bitcoin, I think, at one point.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and I think when we talked about it, was still like I don't know, it might have been like 40,000. It went bananas, right? So it went to like 110.
correct.
Uh, and I forgot you're a believer. I think you're a believer in Bitcoin, right? You kind of more or less believe that it's legit.
No, 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 no. So
Oh, you don't.
I'm a casual trader. So I trade. I don't really believe. You know, for believers,
Right.
they believe it right, they get reward massively. But if they believe it wrong for many, many times, they will get fucking wrecked. So
Yeah.
um, you know, so I would rather do swing trade
Yeah.
on commodity stocks and gold and Bitcoin, for example, rather than hold because you're never know gonna what gonna happen, right? So you enter when the market is great, everybody believe, and you exit when the belief is shattered, and then you enter again when everybody believed again. So um,
But I'm saying
you
with
don't
Bitcoin,
really
I look at it as a like a very good as a speculative vehicle, right? Like I get the spec because the charts and all that, but I have a feeling that the Bitcoin, like I mean, I think it's a delusion. It's like one of these like speculative, like real delusions, which is everybody believes it. Like literally everybody believes in Bitcoin, right? Crypto,
okay,
like everybody's in, and
okay,
you
okay,
have
okay.
so many people in it that I think we have it could be like a systemic risk. I think that's the thing that people don't realize, that this crypto, when people all of a sudden wake up and say, holy shit, this thing is really not worth anything. It's like tulips. And the tulip, at least you can plant. You'll have a flower. This thing is like it's it's fiction. It's
Okay, okay,
it's
okay.
like a fucking
Let me rephrase your word. So it's not about the belief, it's about the trust. So fiat system is a trust,
yeah,
is a
same,
trust
yeah,
system,
yeah, yeah.
right? And trust is a rare commodity nowadays.
Mm.
So the US can sell bond 10 years, 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, is because people trust the US government can repay the debt 100%.
Yeah,
And people trust Bitcoin because it has been around for the past how many years?
10 years. What
More
it's
than
only
yeah, more than 10 years,
yeah, but
15
how do
years.
they
Sorry, 17
how do
years.
they
Yeah.
trust it? It's invented. It's invented by like some guy, a fictional character. I mean, it's the whole story is. I mean, like what the whole story doesn't make any sense. I'm
But
I'm
again, right?
I'm
So
I'm crazy. Maybe I'm like the idiot.
yeah, it's not about it makes sense or not, right? It's about can we trust the network? Can we trust the system?
Yeah.
Can this system be altered in any way? So Bitcoin has been proven in the track record of past 17 years that no transaction have went wrong, and nobody can easily tamper the system, and
Okay.
the price has been keep going up, and also the U.S. government apparently having a Bitcoin reserve. Doesn't matter that it's been confiscated Bitcoin, so that makes the whole narrative a
Right.
trustable narrative. Doesn't matter if you trust or not, but there will be sufficient number of people trust it. Then it will turn itself into, let's say, a currency because it's a trust-based system. After we abolish the gold standard, is the whole world is built on a trust system,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
people can trust, and people willing to pay, now is what, $80,000 per Bitcoin is because people trust it. One day, if
Mm.
the trust disappeared because of some accident, then people need to reevaluate, the value
Mm.
of the Bitcoin.
What do you think of the concept of all of a sudden people well, listen, like with any asset, right? People all of a sudden they wake up and say, "Shit, this thing is just." They're like, what were we thinking? Like, and at that point, like, let's say the Bitcoin the prices just fall through the floor, right? Let's say, what's to prevent Bitcoin from going to 10,000 in the next 30 days?
Okay, so there will be, you're looking at both the normal trading, buying and holding user, and also you're looking at all the leverage traders, right? So shorting or longing Bitcoins.
Mhm.
There will be volatility if Bitcoin going to the floor. There will be a tremendous amount of people will long the Bitcoin and buy the Bitcoin, together, basically, to because on trading you need counterparties. If the
Yeah.
Bitcoin drop the floor to 10,000, my personally probably will bet a lot of money on the price go up, right?
Mm.
Because you have a higher winning side if you betting long the Bitcoin and also buying Bitcoin, by the dip. So every time Bitcoin goes down, there will be so many people buying the dip and push the price up, and then there will be more selling. You build bull trap, whatever.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
will keep going down to a certain point where people think, okay, this is absolutely the bottom, and there will be so many people already bought it, and there will continue people buying it, and then after less and less people, because people are selling, you have to have Bitcoin to sell it, right? So once you sold all your Bitcoin, you're only going to be people buying the Bitcoin, and then price goes up. You're looking at a
Mm.
perfect structured speculative market that so many people will speculate. Even the price go down to 10,000 this year, sorry, now it will bounce back to 60,000, 70,000 instant because the people will be betting on the price goes up. And if there are already people selling on the Bitcoin, there will be so much counterparty risk. And definitely people want to, basically make money from people shorting Bitcoin. And these people will put the Bitcoin price go up.
Mm. Okay. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The Bitcoin. Oh, we got to build. We got to here. See, we got a true believer here. This guy, true believers. um, hey, Did we ever talk about this watch? The 50, what do they call it? 5740?
50,
The
59.
perpetual
Yeah, the
Nautilus.
perpetual one.
5040. And look at this, the sale. This was actually, look at the price.
Yeah.
The prices on these have been slowly like dropping, like lower and lower. I mean, it's still above the retail, but like, it seems to me like a great watch of all the Nautilus. This is like the best one of all the modern Nautilus, and the price seems like, I mean, it's almost reasonable compared to like the others.
I
The
think
other
I
like
think this is the part that now you have another similar looking one. What is it called? Cupidus. I
oh
think you're just diluting the buyer, because buyer say, okay,
oh
I do I have this Nautilus perpetual or the Cupidus perpetual or freaking Aquanaut perpetual, right? So you are making too many similar watches.
wait Cubitus. There's no perpetual Cubitus.
It will be in the future, right? So you
Oh,
only
there will
have
be.
the what is like the moon phase and the grand date, right? The current one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
eventually you
Okay.
will.
Yeah, there's nothing to prevent them from doing it. Right, you're right.
Correct. Yeah.
They can just pop in that movement. It's the same. They can just pop it right in.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
hmm, yeah, that's my concern about it, because I mean, I think it's a great. I mean, like, I had this on the wrist and I was like, wow, what an amazing watch. But like, man, it was like, I could see this thing going, I don't know, to the low 100s. There's no like real reason for it to be, I don't know, even 150 retail.
The reason it has a premium is because it was a hype watch, right? Now I think the title of a hype watch going to the Cupidus, and then I think the
Mm.
Nautilus will cool down a little bit.
Hold on a second. Wait, the Cubitus is a hype watch right now? I wasn't. Is it really
No, no, no.
the Cubitus?
What I'm saying is that because it's a new watch done by the Terry Stern, which now owns
Yeah.
Patek Philippe. So you can imagine all the marketing effort will lean toward Cupid. Doesn't matter what market you want, right? From Patek Philippe side, this is
Oh,
the
okay, okay,
new,
okay.
you know,
That's his,
there's
the
new
narrative.
operation done by the boss.
Narrative.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're gonna push it.
Do you like the Cubitus? I think we haven't
Oh,
talked
fucking
since
hate
it
it.
came out. So
Uninspired shit.
no, what is so what do you think is going? You think all the Nautilus? I mean, do you think all of modern Patek is going to take a hit, or what's your like outlook for Patek because it seems to me they're just putting out a lot
Hmm.
of crap.
I mean, it's the old Chinese saying that when you are at peak of your time, you probably will go down from there. So, uh, Patek had great success for the past, let's say, 3 decades, roughly, right? Picking up
Yeah.
from 2000, yeah. Um, but now, maybe you already at the peak for so long, right? It would be unnatural to see it keep at the top places. So yeah, I mean, it will go down a little bit. But how much it can go down really depends on people running it. So I think, with all the, independent, I think this is the thing that all the season collector from the past are now, lean toward to the independent bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and then you don't have any new collector, have less birth rate, more sort of polarized on the incomes and the wealth. Um, and also the younger generation probably will be interested in other alternatives than watches. So,
Hmm.
you're looking at the pocket watch collector, they are pretty much in their, I don't know, 70s, 80s. Um, and the pocket watch collecting market is pretty dismal, right? So the young people might not want to join your game. You're looking at all these expensive Patek Philippe, 1518 or 3936 for, all these like $1 million Patek Philippe. And young people say, I'm not gonna buy this, right? What the fuck? I'm buying young, new, trendy stuff.
Hmm.
After we all dead, there will be nobody maybe wanting to collect this. There may be a chase after all the trendy stuff.
Yeah. Well,
So
you're
what I'm
very
saying is that yeah, what I'm saying is that Patek Philippe established their name in this era, and the next generation might not play their game.
yeah. No, it could be like, well, this is what this watch, this is what they're trying to do. This is like the thing that they're doing this type of design to appeal to, the next generation. I don't understand. Like this is, and we know that one of the tomato cans in the Archieverse bought one of these. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you buy this watch when you can get like a 3940? You can get the real deal for 45,000. Why would you buy? I don't know, but this is like, and especially actually this exact model. I actually, they have that like texture dial, which is kind of cool, but this one is like, I don't know, it's a little bit, I don't know. This is
And
this
zoom
is
in,
the
it just
theory.
says enamel model. No, no enamel.
It's
Is it?
I think it is enamel.
That
Wait, isn't it? Wait,
normally we'll say email if it is enamel. Fine virtual by golden perpetual. It doesn't say in the title. Probably it's not.
no, it doesn't say it. It doesn't say
Yeah,
it.
it
No.
says Swiss made. Normally it say email or enamel at the bottom if it is enamel.
Yeah. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
say anything. No, they're basically just a regular white dial. It's very
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it's kind of fucking boring.
This is the thing that this is the established brand like Patek Philippe, right? So like Rolex, they cannot do crazy stuff. They have to be really, really, doing minor changes. But then minor changes are boring.
Right. No, this is. I think what bothers me is when they take like these elements of like the previous eras. Like they have these different elements. They bring them together. Like the syringe hand. This stuff from the 30s. It to me, in a modern watch, I think it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like shit. Why don't you do something of your era? Like something, at least something that looks modern. If they're trying to do the modern size, why not just do a modern watch?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even this over here, this looks like this is. I have no problem with this. This is like, actually, the dial, that I don't like this. What do you call it? What do they call it? Carbon. It's like a carbon fiber look that they're doing or something. I don't know what they call it. They call it. They have it
It's
on
like
some of the
it's like what is it called? If
Louis
you
Vuitton luggage.
okay. I was actually thinking about if you go into like a factory, they have this type of slabs, steel slabs for
Yeah.
anti-slippage floor.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The anti-skid. That's the yeah. But actually, it's a good looking dial. Like in terms of the salmon, the fonts are good.
This is the chronograph and what timer, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did a green one, right? They
30
also
minutes.
did a green.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, playing with the dial color is a typical, the low effort.
Yeah, this is it's like these the watch channels, the watch companies, they're all low effort, It's all hang on a second, but no. This is hang on a second. Oh, this is a relative. Oh, I thought this was a new watch. 2009. Okay. Huh. Look at that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's what's going on. All right. All right, Bruce. So what's your forecast for the markets? Where are we going into a recession now? Is that your official forecast?
No. Are you saying the stock market or just normal economy or which market? Which market are you referring to?
Let's talk about the stock market first. I'll talk about the U.S. markets, like U.S. market, U.S. economy.
Market.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the rest of the world. I only care about America. I mean, honestly.
Okay. Okay. So we have seen this for the past, since COVID. that the bad news is good news, and the good news is bad news, and then the good
Mm.
news, and bad news is bad news, right? So now the CPI went down, the PPI went down, and it appeared to be the good news that the Fed will drop the interest rate. They already stopped the freaking repo. Uh,
Mhm.
so so this is the good news, but when they're gonna do it? So again, so because this is the good news, if there was no tariff thing, right, the market gonna go up because the inflation went down, and we're expecting a cut in the interest rate, and people are play on this narrative until the interest is cut. So once interest is cut, the market went down because the good news has been fulfilled. So people need to looking for a new good news. So we are too much played on the future forecast, then realizing what is going on now, right? If you're looking at, are we living a better world compared to 4 years ago? Probably not. So, but on the stock market, people have completely thrown the logic out of the window. It's really just, oh, bad news, good news, bad news. It's just a way, I think, for the market to be manipulated by whales. Um,
Mm.
and so I think we will just go sideways down. It's not gonna go cliff, right? So you're not gonna be right down to the crapper, but we will very go volatile. Depending on what is the news. But we're trending down a little bit. I don't think we're gonna trend down. I mean, we are already down 8%, right? Percent this year. So
Yeah.
um, I think we keep going to go down. But typically, right, looking at the U.S. market, you will have a long bull market and short bear market. So maybe there will be a final few trigger for capitulation. Once you capitulate, the price is going to go up. Typically, this is what happened in the past. But again, I think we are in a very new situation. The old
Mm.
experience maybe doesn't work. So, overall, I'm thinking we are trending down, but we are trending to a very limited down, and there
Yeah.
might be a few event gonna trigger, gonna push you for a capitulation, which you're gonna sell and clear. So once you sell and clear, those people will buy at the bottom, so-called bottom, and then price gonna bounce back and say, oh fuck, I saw at the low price, I'm just going buying back, right? FOMO back in. So I think the market is very heavily rigged. You know, I think decades ago the market is rigged. There are
Mm.
so many money in this. So nobody can afford for the stock market to collect unless they are out of control, right? So, and I think now it's still in the control, but it could be out of control. If it is out of control, everybody's fucked, right? You probably need to have like a cash in the bank. You need to have maybe gold
I
bar
don't
in your
think.
vault. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think we're getting. I don't see that type of. I mean, I don't. There's not. I don't see anything like that would cause that. That's. There's
yeah.
nothing
So
that
so
would cause.
yeah. So I think we are in control, going down,
Mm.
but limited down. How long? We don't know. Maybe toward the end of this year. People have been calling that end of this year is going to be bull market. I don't believe it, but this is what people say. People are always in delusional. I was thinking that if we want to go healthily up, we need to have a proper recession. We need to have a proper, desperation, really fear happening. But I don't think that's gonna come because the political landscape is so fragile, right? If you allow the market going down, Trump probably going to be tearing pieces by the angry protesters. So I think there will be a limited down because of the political reason, but overall it's going to go down all the way until enough people capitulate, and then we can go up. When that happen, I don't know. Maybe the end of this year. If it happened end of this year, it would be a bad thing because we didn't really wash out the market. So you want to have a proper, half a year to 9 months to wash out all the
End
weak
of this
people.
year. Hold on a second. End of this year. That's another. That's like 9 months. That's a long time actually. That's a big. That's a big drop. A full year down. That's a big drop. That would be a big drop actually.
No, no. What I'm
If
saying is that we need a full year of big drop in order to push the bubble
oh,
out to start a
okay.
healthy cycle. Yeah, but I don't
Okay.
think that's gonna
Yeah.
happen because people are impatient. People want win every day.
Right. Of course.
So if Trump allowed that happen, then he's gonna be in trouble. So I would say we will have a short down, limited down,
Right. Right.
and then Trump
That's
will push price goes up. But because it's a very short, limited, the room for it to go up is also very limited.
mm,
So I would say maybe the end of this year, the market will bounce back, but it will probably only bounce back to where we were, beginning of this year.
okay. Okay. Oh, but you still think it's going to drop though? Basically, you're saying that the market's only going to bottom out at the end of the year.
I,
The bottom will be.
I hope it will bottom out at the end of this year because it will give sufficient time for the bubble to be
Okay.
squeezed. But I don't
Okay.
think this is gonna be happening because if Trump allowed the recession, not recession, if Trump allowed this stock market keep going down for 9 months, he will have a tremendous trouble to lose his
Yeah.
midterm election.
Yeah.
And
I can't see
yeah.
him doing that. Yeah. That's too. That would be way too long. That would be like that's that's a lot of risk. Yeah. I think it's.
So
I think
yeah.
I could see a short, like maybe a few more months of a drop.
But again, you have to really think that if the drop will continue for a few months, there will be tremendous uncertainty happen. And those uncertainty can trigger further issues that we just go down into a down spiral. So
Oh, I see. I see.
everything work well in theory, but when you actually practice it, you will have a whole bunch of shit happen. The Zelensky visit to the White House is a fucking disaster, and and did Trump forecast that? If he did, he wouldn't do it live in the television. So I
Right.
think
Right.
that's uncertainty. That's uncertainty. So those uncertainty will keep happening if the market keep going down. It will be a tremendous uphill battle Trump have to fight. So
Yeah.
the further we go down, the more momentum is going down. You will need more, I think, effort from Trump to bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting. Okay. All right, Bruce. Listen, thank you. Thank you. It was good having you on. For the auction analysis. What's Are you going to be? Are you going to Watches and Wonders in Geneva?
I'm not going to this year. I have trouble because there's so many people and I cannot meet, the watchmaker properly. So I probably will visit Geneva after the Watch Wonder, maybe in May or June, before
Okay.
they go into holidays, so that I can actually sit down in peace with the watchmaker.
Right. Right.
I have a few watch ordered. I want to discuss the progress. It wouldn't happen at the peak of Watch Wonder. They need to see people. They need to go to the making announcement.
It's like too
So
much. I don't
yeah.
understand the idea of I know like people from the Archieverse are going there, but like I don't understand
Oh yeah, yeah.
what the point is. Like I mean, they're all going there because they're going there to try to like do live, get super chats or whatever, whatever they try. But I don't understand
Asking for
but there's
donations.
but the donations, they're doing e-begging, but there's actually some like I don't know if the word is collective, but there's like like collectors who are going there. Like I don't know for what point. Like I mean, these guys are not like collectors of like serious independent. They're like Rolex fanboys. They're like Rolex or like what the fuck are they going there? They to look at watches through display cases. I mean, what the fuck is it? It's like
It's experience. It is experience. I mean, if people never go to Watch and Wonder, they should go at least once, right? So
okay,
because they're gonna see all the new model, they're gonna talk to, watch. They can. It's crowded, yes, and also
yeah.
it wasn't pleasant if you're not VIP, right? So they have like huge VIP rooms and booths and sitting area, and they were all blocked with all the red
Uh-huh.
ropes. And then if you are sorry to say this, but if you are peasant, if
Yeah, yeah.
from Archibald and go there in group, you are crammed in a small area, right? And then
Okay.
the 30% area, you are sitting to see all the watch, and then 70 is you see the 70% area empty, but reserved for VIPs or VVIPs.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't, I went there last year, I saw this. I'm not VIP, right? I just buy from gray market. I don't care.
Right.
I only got invited to JLC event. But that's sort of the vibe I got is, I mean, it's a little bit uncomfortable. I see old lady want to sit down because it's tired, but he said, no, this is reserved for VIP. You have to sit on the carpet outside, and you cannot block the passageway, right? You're blocking people, you go outside and sit on the corner. So, but it was great experience. It was good experience, Watch and Wonder, and also they have a lot of a small event. HCI holding their annual event there. You see all the independent, and there will be There will be like big independent. They will do some tour for you. If you go to Retro
Okay.
Recipe,
I have no,
it will show you.
Yeah, like I have like zero desire to go there. It's like, why would I want to see new retail type watches? Like, I mean, like I can see them at a a store, like in a
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the fuck is it? I mean, like, I would go. The only events I would go to is to see like rare. Like I would go to Monaco Legends. I'd go to an auction, which is where I'm going to see something which I'm not going to see again, which I could buy, which I can make money on potentially. But like, why would I want to like go out of my way to look at
uh,
Rolex? This
one is one.
this is
Yeah,
this is
one
the
is
place.
Oh, okay.
I
Retro
would go to
moment.
that. I missed that. I missed that this year, but that's a
I
cool
see.
event. That's like a legitimate. That's like a high end event. The
I
other,
mean,
yeah, the fuck the Swiss. Fuck the Swiss. Like, they just basically, they nickel and dime you with bullshit stuff. It's all garbage. The food is overpriced. It's
yeah.
yeah. I mean, the events like in Paris and in Italy much better. I mean, like I think it's much
It,
more interesting.
I think one is for experience. You never go there to go watch wonder, and two is really you're there to meet friends and people. So you probably have collector friends
Hmm.
from other country. Say you use this as a sort of a yearly get together. So I have a
Yeah,
few
yeah,
friends,
yeah.
so I have a few friends from US and from Australia, from Taiwan. So we say, okay, let's all go there. We have few meals together, we meet, introducing other new friends. So this is a great opportunity to do that. But
Okay,
firstly,
right.
that we're gonna make a few visits to Geneva to make a few friends first. And if you're buying from your local, let's say AD or shop, they probably also going to be there, right? You can get together over there as well, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
will introduce you to watchmakers, and you'll see their new watches, and have a chat, because everybody go there are serious. I think people collecting watches love watches, so it will have a lot of common topic. There will maybe opportunity where you can introduce the business to other people. That'd be another sort of a thing. I have people approach me trying to sell, wealth management services, other things. Um, so it's good for business. It's good for networking.
Insurance.
Yeah. Travel insurance.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's over. You go there for experience, not for
Hmm.
looking at watches. You will be very limited watch you can see.
Right. That's the thing. I mean, like that's the vibe I get. Is like what I'm not gonna see anything there that I can't see anywhere else. It's not like but yeah, I don't. But there's really uh yeah, I don't know. There's yeah, it's not really my thing. But yeah, no, it's interesting. It's interesting. I think that retromobile show that would be an interesting. I think that's going to be a cool event. Uh, for sure. But okay. All right, Bruce. Listen, good to have you on. Thank you for the economic forecast. We got economic analysis from you. We got horological analysis, and we'll catch up. Let's catch up like in next month, like for the. I think we'll do like a video on the what is it? Monaco Legends.
I probably gonna be a little bit traveling, do a little bit traveling. So let me
Okay.
know when you do, yeah, when
Yeah.
you do like shows,
We'll
and
figure it out.
I'll be back end of March, and
Okay.
also I will be collecting a few watches I ordered, hopefully, so I can show you. I'll get my Jacob and Co. Astronomia.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, did you hold on a second?
uh,
Did you really you bought that? You actually bought that?
yeah, I bought it. The
Wow.
new one, the new regulator. regulator dial
Oh,
with 6 6 second rotating second disc. So I have that. I'll have the Renault and Tixer, the legendary Dominic Renault making his own watch. I get
okay.
that. I will also have a very interesting, very, very limited edition of the Chinese calendar from Blackpen of a jade dial,
Oh, okay. Wow,
a
J
green
Dial.
jade dial. Yeah, green jade dial. So that is extremely rare. So I think that will be the
Hmm.
three watch. I'll do a bit of traveling and I'll collect this watch. I think end of I think between end of March to end of April, but depending on where I'm at, you'll
Okay.
probably want to double check. Yeah,
The J Dial. I'd like to see that. It's like is it like a spinach jade? Like a light jade, that light spinach
it's
jade?
a dark jade. I mean, for Chinese culture people, right? So the darker the color of the green, the better. The lighter
Oh,
jade
is it?
is yeah. You want dark
Ah,
green jade. That's the good stuff. Yeah.
okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Bruce, good having you on again. Thank you again.
Okay. Right. See you next time.
Bye.